Alright, just thought I'd make a quick video of some of the things I've done here to my new Eckla cart. This is a German cart. Company makes these primarily for photographers and other things like that, camping, outdoors. It's just an outdoor hauler basically for any of your gear. But a lot of people use them for shooting carts. And the good thing about it is it has a built-in seat on one side, and the other side is your ledge for carrying your gear. As you'll see with a typical shooter's connection range bag, the ledge is a little bit short, comes up about to right here, which means when you open this front tray to get mags out or to get your gun out, if that's where you carry it, it flops forward and falls down off the cart. So what I did to improve that was stopped by Lowe's and looked in their junk bin. They had some of these old shelf units for outdoors in the lawn and garden section. They're basically big plastic, almost like a strainer, heavy duty enough to hold some weight but not real heavy. It doesn't add much weight to it. Probably about the same as a 1/4 inch piece of plywood would have done, and this will be completely water resistant. I cut it kind of custom to fit onto the cart, and then the range bag fits on it, and right there to the edge. Cut some bevels on the side here so I wouldn't constantly be walking into that. And what I'll do is probably put some zip ties through this to attach it to the cart, and then use the strap that came with the bag underneath, probably just to tie it on there so we can get across rough terrain. I attached a brass bag to one side, and on the other side I attached my Uplula mag loader just on an Army lanyard here. Fits on one of these little J hooks that seem to be all over the machine, all over the cart. So that just sits on there. There's the tray. Had another local shooter help me out with this, fabricated this for me. And it's about 1/8 inch aluminum, definitely heavy duty enough to load mags on. The only thing moving is the cart itself. Down here at the bottom, what I did was reinforce these joints with some L brackets that pretty much makes it non-foldable on the back side, but the seat does still fold up, and it's fully portable, and it'll fit in anything that I'm going to be putting it in, back of my truck or inside the cab with me. It's got a little strap made onto the seat, onto this back side of the seat. I can put my mag brush, video camera, things like that, things I can get out of the bag so that I can make more room in the bag for a couple things I was kind of unable to have with me just because I ended up with some back problems and couldn't really lift everything too much for another season. So had to find something, and this is what I found. This is what I've done with it. This seat, rated at 300 pounds, folds up, and we're ready to roll to the next stage. Probably doesn't weigh more than 10 pounds more than the range bag. So all in all, I think this will probably do what I want it to do, work out great. And then in between, sit down, take a break. Just a few more things that I did to it. This top handle here, these are real thick rubber grips. They were kind of separated on this bar, and they were actually very loose fitting. They're probably meant to turn so your hand wouldn't get sore. But what I did was put some golf club grip tape in the center there, and poured some solvent on it, and basically slid these into the middle just like you'd re-grip a set of golf clubs. And they're pretty firm right now. They're not going anywhere, but we won't do a whole lot of long distance walking with this thing, so I'd rather they were pretty solid and stayed in place than I would they slid all over that top bar. But any questions, get a hold of me. I know there's a couple of guys that have picked these up, and they're probably going to find the same thing I did, that bag just doesn't really fit well. What probably will fit on there, which I may look at next year, is one of the new backpacks one of Saul's new pro backpacks. I think would fit just right on that cart and stand up on there, and they're big enough that they'll hold everything inside of them. You wouldn't have to worry about the little items we got hanging on the back. But there it is, the Eckla range cart.